Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a segment of creating awareness of what domestic abuse may look like. I am Melinda, and I appreciate you being here. So let's get on with this week's subject. This week's subject is going to be about how do you know if you are being groomed by an abuser? And as I've done in the past, I would like to start off with a scripture from the King James Version Bible, Matthew 7, verses 15 through 16. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? So, what is grooming? Grooming is when a person builds a false sense of trust in a relationship to gain emotional trust from their potential victim, where then the groomer can exploit, manipulate, and abuse you sexually or financially. This form of abuse is more recognizable in sex trafficking and pedophiles, but it also is very common in mate crimes or grooming. Have you ever met someone at the start of a new relationship that just seemed too trustworthy or overly interested in you? Maybe you felt this magnetic connection to this person that you couldn't explain. They were saying all the right things to keep your attention and doing all the right things. They were just perfect. But once this person gained access to you, they began to persuade you into activities that would violate your personal boundaries, leaving you feeling remorse, ashamed, and emotionally scarred. This form of abuse hits home for me because I experienced mate crime or grooming from someone I trusted, respected as a person during a season of my life, who I then created with an ungodly soul tie that would end up with this person sexually assaulting me. Because this perpetrator could not emotionally accept that I no longer wanted to be a willing participant to being groomed. So, how do you know if someone may be trying to groom you? Well, first, they want to keep your relationship secret. They may say, I'm a very discreet person. You look up one day and realize you have never met any of their family, their friends, and your interactions are limited, sorry guys, to your zip code and area. Secondly, they want to learn everything about you too soon. Keep in mind, it's very healthy to learn someone new that you are considering as a prospect for a future relationship. However, groomers obtain information to learn your weaknesses and insecurities so that they can form strategies for manipulation. This person may gift bomb you or excessively compliment you to keep you distracted from red flags. You start to feel like things are just too good to be true with this person. You feel isolated with this person. They take you on dates in areas where no one will recognize you or them. They don't introduce you to their family or friends. They won't take you into uncontrolled environments where they can dictate the outcome. They may send you sexual images or messages. They may threaten you directly or indirectly. They may say things like, "You knew what you were getting into. I didn't force you." There are 6 stages of grooming. The first stage is targeting a victim. Groomers usually look for someone with low self esteem or unhealed trauma from previous relationships. The second stage is they gain your trust. The third stage is they fulfill a need for you to make you feel obligated to them. The fourth stage is they isolate you. Don't tell anyone about our business. Keep it to yourself. Again, that discretion thing. The fifth stage, abusers normally normalize abusive behavior and desensitize sexual activities with you. And the sixth stage is they maintain control or authority over you. Make crime abusers convince their victims that they are safe, loving, and that they themselves are victims in order to keep the relationship going. Groomers seek out victims who show signs of emotional neediness, isolation, or a chaotic home life. So, what are some ways that we can heal from grooming? Maybe you or someone you know are experiencing being groomed. Well, the first thing you can do is stop responding. I am a firm believer of block and delete. You want to limit or end communication with this person, or at least limit communication with this person until you can end the communication with this person. The second thing you can do is talk to a trusted friend or an unbiased family member that can give you positive feedback and emotional support. Also, speak openly about your experiences. Don't be afraid to get other people's advice, unbiased advice. The fourth thing you can do is forgive yourself. You didn't ask to be groomed from anyone. It's not your fault that they're a perpetrator and an abuser. And lastly, report the incident when you are ready. If you're ready to do it soon, do it then. If you need more time to gain your courage, do it when you're ready. So that ends this week's segment of creating awareness of what domestic abuse looks like. I thank you all for joining in. You can find me on my other social media outlets. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Sometimes I post on Instagram. And I thank you all for watching. Have a blessed week.